So this is what we'll be looking. The next one. Seest thou a man who is diligent in what? In his anatomy. He will do what? He will stand before what? Kings and queens. He will not do what? Stand before men. So you notice that the Bible talks about you even when you are studying what? Anatomy. So the question then is, are you diligent in your study of anatomy, or you are just taking it passively? Can we move to the next slide? So who is a 21st century anatomist? So you realize that 21st century anatomist, an anatomist who moves wholesomely in the changes of what? Of time, and don't hold fast to storyline of the past. Rather, he or she does what? Learn, unlearn, and do what? And relearn. That is what makes, that is who the 21st century what? Anatomy is. You don't hold too tight to the story of anatomist's work here in the mortuary. You don't hold too tight to the story of anatomists don't have job after graduation. You don't hold too tight to the story of anatomists are wasting their time. Rather, what you do is what? You learn, you unlearn, and you do what? You relearn. Are we together? Now you also realize that it is an anatomy that is more apprentice. So a 21st century anatomist is someone who is into apprenticeship, both in what? Old skills and what? Emerging skills. Every profession you see today that requires you to do practical skills, what they are doing is apprenticeship. What they are doing is what? Apprenticeship. So if you are a fan boy, a fan girl, and you end up reading paper, and you say you are looking for work in anatomy, you are wasting your time. What you have to look forward to doing is to do what? Apprenticeship. In the skills that they have in anatomy, both the old one and then the new skills that are coming up. When you keep learning from people that have these skills, this is the only thing that will make you to be what? Relevant. I have never lacked. I am telling the truth. People keep calling me helter-skelter because of what? Anatomy. I can remember my first day of receiving 150,000 naira in the university was because of anatomy, and I wasn't a student. Even when I graduated, I remember I did 2 hours talk in a university here in Nigeria, and I received 200,000 naira because of what? Anatomy, instantly. Several flows of income into my account is on the basis of what? Of anatomy. I have never received money because of any other thing into my account. I have been receiving money because I did what? I studied what? Anatomy. Right from when I was an undergraduate, not till I graduated. So receiving money in anatomy did not start today. Are you with me? So what I did was to see need to do what? Learn, unlearn, and relearn. Hold fast to doing apprenticeship in both old and what? New skills. And then you realize that a 21st century anatomy, it is a wise anatomy who applies knowledge already gained rather than just sitting on what? The knowledge. Many a times, right from primary school to university, we have learned so many things, but we have never applied it. You learn one today, and then tomorrow when you hear that this is another place that they are making money, you forget about the ones you learn and jump to the other one. So you are just following trend. You are not applying anything. You have so many libraries of what you have learned, but there is no wisdom in what you have learned. Means you don't apply them. You learn tissue staining. When you finish from school, you don't even know that you can on your own catch rats, dissect it, process it, stain the tissue, and make the slide available for newly open universities to come and buy from your hand. Oh, you don't know that people are using it for business. Many schools will reach out to me and say, we need slide for our new universities. How can we get it? How much are we going to pay you to provide it for us? But we don't know. Can we move to the next slide? So, you notice there is a difference between who you are and what makes who you are. Are you aware? Who you are is what you start doing. Then the makeup that causes you to be who you are the ingredients we find in you. Are we together? So now, what makes up a 21st century anatomy? Listen. A 21st century anatomy is somebody who is vast in what? Biomedical research skills and what their laboratory skills. If you are here in anatomy and they are asking you to go and do practicals in physiology and you're running away, do practicals in biochemistry and you're running away, you are a waster. Because outside this university environment, everybody who studies courses in anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry is seen as what? A biomedical scientist. That means if job opportunity comes, the skills required to do it is not only tied to the skills you learn from anatomy. Sometimes you need a skill in what? Physiology, you need a skill in what? Biochemistry. So you must be someone who have access to all those skills. Are we together? Another thing you realize that the laboratory skills, do you know that many Nigerians who